as you can tell, back with another creation of a video. But it's kind of a randomly recorded video. I just felt like recording. Don't really know what's gonna be said on here, but we're gonna flow with it. Because why not, you know? But the weather is great. It's in the middle. It's probably around 70 something or 80. Not too hot, not humid because it hasn't rained in a while. It's sunny, as you can tell, because it's beaming on my face. But yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. If not, per usual, I'm sorry that things aren't going as pleasant as they could. But it's part of life, you know. Suffering is part of life. But you're gonna get through it. Because if you weren't meant to handle it, the universe would have never put you through it, what you're going through now. That's the truth. I feel like people are so caught up on trying to do so much stuff that they lose touch of what they should do, as in what they were meant to do. And what I mean by that is, people will try to live life instead of doing life. When people try to live life, I feel as if it's just them trying to live a certain way instead of living the way they were meant to live. And all that trying to do or trying to live, it gets them in a cycle of trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing. When rather we could just do. And as we do, the lessons that we learn aren't mistakes, but they're just lessons that we're meant to learn. Trying to live some way or trying to be in some category that we want ourselves to be in or others want ourselves to be in. It's not really living for you. It's living for a reality, an idea of a reality that maybe you have or someone has for you. And that's not really living. At that point, you're just in a jail, trying to get out of the jail. But you can't because it's a maximum security jail. So we need to turn from trying into doing. Because I don't try, I do. That's the thing. You have to let go of the idea of trying. Because trying, it feels like you're actually, instead of flowing in this life, you're putting the maximum amount of effort in. And when you put the maximum amount of effort in, when you're trying to do something or trying to live, it's going to cause expectations and ideas of what you think should happen or what you want to happen when you try. But with expectations lead to failure and demise when you don't reach that goal that you're trying to get. That's why when I say, instead of trying, you just do. You just do from being, and that's all. You live in each moment. about everything in your life and then not making that goal that you plan for can lead you to a sense of unfulfillment because you didn't reach that goal, when rather you could just stop having the goal and just flow in life and stop trying while you're doing. And whatever happens, happens. You know, you don't have a goal, you don't have expectations, you just are living life, flowing with everything else in this life as one. Without expectations, without goals, just living your best life in each moment that you experience. And it's beautiful that way, you know, when you stop trying and you just do from being. It's a lot more peaceful. It's a lot more light. It's a lot more loving. Because you have less to think about when you're doing in life. When you're just living life, you have less to think about, less to worry about, less to fear about, less to be anxious about. You stop focusing on the past and the future and what could go wrong and the what ifs that the mind always puts into your conscious mind, and you start to let go and realize that life is not, there is no time to worry or fear or strategize. You just live life as life is now, and everything's gonna work out in your highest good, in your favor, whether it happens now or later. The best of the best is going to be experienced in this life. And there's no time to waste in thinking about what could happen or what could have happened. At the end of the day, when you're on your deathbed, you shouldn't live in your memories on your deathbed, going back and realizing and wasting your energy on going back to see what you could do, what you could have done, or living in regret. You're just on your deathbed and you realize you did the best you did in this life, and that's okay. You are great as you are. Now. And don't compare yourself to anyone else, because you are you, and only you are the you that you are. And that's special. You're different. You can't be compared because you're the only you that has existed. You as in the only you that has your personality, the only you that has your mind, the only you that has your body, the only you that has your soul and energy. Own up to that. Take empowerment in that. Take empowerment that you know that you are the only you that has existed. And the only you that exists now is the you that's in the present moments now, in beingness, in the moment, where it is, as you are. Because the past version of you doesn't exist anymore. Because from the past and now you have changed into who you are now, even if it's the slightest change. Whether it be through mindset, body, energy, whatever it may be. And in the future, there is no point in even trying to make an idea of what your future could be, or who you could be in the future. Because the only place is now, thing you can do to create your future is in the now. Do in the now from being. Be in the now and do from the now. A balance so that you let go of trying, you let go of the past, you let go of the future, and you just sit in the moment and live life now as it is and as you are, without thinking about anything else but now. Because in the now you don't think, you just sit in the now, living life and experiencing every moment that passes, every millisecond, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every year, every millennium. And the next thing you know, life passed you by, and you realized the only thing you did was worry and fear and think about the what ifs and what coulds. It's a waste of energy to live that way, to try to live life rather than to just do life. We get so caught up in trying to be perfect in this world when there is no such thing as perfect. We are perfectly imperfect as we are now, and where we are now on our journey. This journey is about growth, it's about evolution, it's about becoming the best self that you can be, when rather you are the best self you can be now, and you're always going to keep growing and evolving in each moment that you experience and live. But instead of trying to be the best you can be, just be the best you can be. Do from being to be the best you can be, instead of trying to be the best you can be. You love this life, you cherish it, you're grateful for it, you appreciate every moment, and with those positive vibrations that you experience and cherish, as in the gratitude and the appreciation and the love and the light, you realize how beautiful this life is with each given moment that you experience. Because you cherish everything that you have now, as it is, without comparison to other people or other things, or comparison to the past or your future. You're just living life in flow, being in beingness, and doing from beingness. Realizing that everything is now, and that life is beautiful the way it is. No matter the suffering that you experience, no matter the experience that you experience, perhaps it could be perceived as positive, but in the end, life is just an experience. That's all it is. That's why we shouldn't take life so seriously. It's because at the end of the day, it's all pointless. We're all going to die. And that's it. That's the end of a human experience. Death, the inevitable. Trying to race the clock. Trying to do as much as we can before we die so that we don't live in regret. But what's the point in chasing and doing and trying to do everything when you could just be the best you can be, as in you just live every moment as it is. And that's it. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. I love you. wish you best of luck on your journey of experiencing. Stay present, stay safe.